Hello, everyone. Just an opportunity to pop in here for a little while and give everybody a chance to pop in and say hello. What we're kind of in the holding pattern for, Geek Savannah is going to be on at 6 o'clock Eastern. I thought it was 5, but he said 6 in his notification. And he's going to have a really great guest on there from NASA that works on the uh, space shot, and it is really a great opportunity for everybody to see and hear the questions that I'm sure that Sean is going to ask. Hello, JDS. How you doing? Lenny, what am I doing? Well, I just thought I'd do a little pre-show for Geek Savannah. Is coming on at 6 o'clock according to his email or his notifications on YouTube. He's got a big guest coming on who is head of the NASA division that's going to Mars, and they're working on drones for Mars. Michael Blade, hello. Builder 710, good afternoon, sir. JDS is in the house. The legend is first again, he says. And of course, my Lenny is here. But we'll see. I invited a bunch of people to come on and join me on the channel, on the panel, and we'll see if anybody responds. This is kind of a spur of the moment, last minute decision. The sun kind of finally came out here, but it's still a bit windy. So, how is everybody doing? Yes, it's Tuesday. But when I went and looked at Geek Savannah, it says on 5/5, which is Tuesday at 6 p.m. is the reminder. So, don't know. That is the plan. I'm sure that Geek Savannah will be on. He did set the reminder. So that is supposed to be coming up today. And there is the reminder, live in 74 minutes. Dr. Pascal Lee, who is the special guest tonight. So, how is everybody doing? Hope good, I hope. Tim Jackson, morning. Did you take your pills? Yeah, good morning for you. Good afternoon for us, and heading into evening. What day is today? Today is Tuesday. Okay. Well, I can take my night pill. I already just gave before I came on. I gave Mia her afternoon, evening pills. Hawkeye, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we just every once in a while we come on, just kind of spur the moment thing, just to give everybody a chance to join in and get involved in however you want, and we talk about the things that are happening today. Oh, Tim says it's 6:45 a.m. there in, I believe that's Australia, right, Tim? Drone Shots, hey, how you doing? Drone Shots, this is kind of an impromptu thing. I thought I would just fire it up and give everybody a chance to say hello to each other. We're all kind of, at least I am, kind of waiting for Geek Savannah's 6 o'clock interview with Dr. Pascal Lee from NASA, which should really be good. And she is, Val. How you doing, Val? Hey, how you doing?
There we go. I think I
Yeah.
got that straight. Oh, Hawkeye Station Paranormal.
Yeah.
Tim Jackson. How you guys doing? Drone shots. And Lynn.
Yep.
Lynn somewhere.
Yep. Lenny's up there. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I just decided to go on just a little bit before Geek Savannah.
Yes.
He's going on at 6 o'clock, and then you're going on at 7 o'clock.
7.
Yep.
Yeah. Afternoon, man. Yeah, I was being lazy today, Paul.
You
and
are.
Then I saw you were on, and I thought I should go say hey to Paul.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you did, Val. Glad you did. Yeah, Sean is having Dr. Pascal Lee.
Yes.
Is with NASA on today. And
yes.
It should be a great show because, you know, Geek Savannah really does good interviews. And
he does. And I'm going to say, guys, if he goes over into my time, just catch me up when he's done. Come on over when he's done. Because it's going to be hard for me. I want to see his show too.
Yeah.
So I'm going
to by ear, right?
Yeah. I'm just going to go on and watch what I can, and then I'll have to go.
Yeah.
You know, I have been feeling, honestly, like someone's been sitting on my chest all day yesterday.
Oh, that's not good.
Feel good. And then I woke up kind of wheezy this morning, and I thought, oh, but the more I'm up, the better it is.
Yeah.
So.
Hi, Chrissy. That's JDS's lady friend, Chrissy.
Carpenter Rick.
Carpenter Rick is here. Yes, he is.
How you doing, Carpenter Rick? So good to see you.
Yes. So you just been kind of kicked back today, Val? Is that?
I did. That sectional chart kicked me so hard. A new channel. Oh, thinking of doing a space video. Oh, that sounds very cool, Hawkeye. Sounds very cool. Yeah, those sectional charts kind of got to me, and I took a little bit of a break from them.
Well, that's good, and I'm glad you're doing well. And I know you're going to be even harder on yourself, but it's good to get it under your belt for sure.
Yeah, Carpenter Rick, you're not feeling good today. I'm sorry to hear that. From Vancouver.
Normal's thinking about doing a space thing on his channel. Well, you're going to want to make sure you catch Geek Savannah's interview at 6 Eastern.
Yes.
And because Geek Savannah's over in England.
And you know, he just does a phenomenal job. I mean, but he's done all the studying to do that. Does that make sense?
But he's
he
very,
really has.
Very intelligent and in tune with what's going on today with anything with space, flight, and all those kinds of things.
Off access, FPV. Wow. So off access, do you, I'm trying to see.
Poor
do you
Carpenter
build
Rick.
Also?
Poor Carpenter Rick got screwed over by the ex-wife. I knew that she'd taken him to court again.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, off access. Looks like a nice channel. Good flying. Yep. Live quarantine stream. All right. Hey, I just picked you up because I can.
That's right.
There you go. Give you 89 subscribers instead of 88.
Drone Shot said, Val, did you get one from the airport?
No, because I didn't know how. I build all my drones, some I buy and then rebuild. Yeah, op
He's
access.
talking about one of those charts. Sectional chart. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I just put hi, how are you? No, I didn't. What I ended up doing is Paul and them were helping me. And so I went on Amazon and they had like the Northwest, Upper Northwest, which has a bunch of stuff in it. And I got the sectional chart. And now, oh, you're so welcome, off access. And so now I'm going to go ahead and go on to the FAA website and look at their sectional charts on it also.
Sure.
So that's what I would like to do, and then try to figure it out, because I was hoping that it was, that the class would be, a little clearer for me. It just wasn't. Hey, Phantom Hodges, how you doing? Nice seeing you.
Ooh, Phantom Hodges has got 7 more for sale signs. He does real estate signs for housing for sale around his area, and he travels around.
Nice. So how are sales going? I just haven't heard anything on it.
Well, he did a flight the other day. He said it was an estate. It was huge. And he took all the video for it. And he keeps busy.
Oh, so that would be 10 o'clock Eastern. Yeah, we do Velocidrone at 9 o'clock. Everybody comes in and we play Velocidrone on my channel. It's called Game Night. It starts at 9. So after that, I will go check you out for sure. Oh.
Well, yeah, the hard part is for Carpenter Rick is he's got, the small kids, and he doesn't want to make a big deal in front of them,
You can't.
Nope. Got to roll with the punches.
Even when you want to, and I know how that feels, believe me. Even when you want to talk about it, you just gotta say,
there's Mr. Koopy.
right?
It's Paul Show.
How you
Oh,
doing?
Koopy.
What's going on, Paul?
This is the build-up show for Geek Savannah at 6 Eastern,
Oh,
because he's going to have the NASA doctor.
oh yeah, that's right.
Yep, the guy that's in Dr. Lee, who is going to be on with Geek Savannah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Gonna have to check that out. I'll set my reminder for that one.
Yep. And then after that, at 7 o'clock, it's Val's show. And then at about 8 o'clock or so, then she's going to switch over to Game Night with
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock with Velasa, whatever.
Velocity.
Yeah, I'll see if I can
want to
make
say
it for that.
Velociraptor,
I've been up since super early this morning. I've been up since like 6 or not super. That's super early for me.
Yeah.
That's super early for me considering the times I wake up.
I got up early today, not as the earliest, but the 6:30.
Yeah.
My puppy woke me up, double dog, snickerdoodle, and he wanted to go out. So I got up, my head was splitting. I've just been having some health stuff going on. So I let him out. All the dogs went out. They came back in. I gave him food. They ate. I went to lay down just for a minute because my head hurt so bad. And I got up at 12.
Oh,
Bad?
Did you check on Harry?
I haven't seen Harry.
No, okay.
Harry is very elusive.
Hey, Tim. Yes, thanks. It is looking a lot better. And
Yes,
hi,
it
Lynn.
is.
We're definitely doing a lot better today. That's for sure. Yeah, I'm glad I made it out of that one. A lot of stress off of my mind about, getting infected and all that other stuff.
Oh.
Well, you don't really want to be going to the hospital right now for anything if you don't have to.
That's right. That's right. And yesterday, no, you needed to sleep out. I think so, because it just all across my chest just felt like someone was sitting on it, And I thought maybe it's because I'm throwing the ball for Devil Dog so much now and doing some other things. You know, it didn't feel like I was going into any cardiac stuff, but it
Hey,
just
Val, Justin,
Sure.
Drone Evolution, New York City, one of our those guys' friends is in the chat.
Oh,
I saw him. I said
Yeah.
Justin. Okay, Rick. Poor Rick. He has a tough time sometimes.
Yep.
COVID zombies, these have something to do.
oh God.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's getting kind of little scary out there now, right?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah. Did anyone do any flying today?
Windy.
Yeah, it's same situation here. It started out a crappy morning this morning.
Yep.
And then the sun came out, but the wind is just absolutely ridiculous.
Well, it's a situation where there's boats going by. I could go fly. However, here it's not bad, but you get in that water and the wind is just a whipping.
Oh, yeah,
And
absolutely.
and I've flown in much heavier wind, but every time you do that, you're taking a bigger chance.
Of course. Yeah, you're
Mhm.
stressing everything out
Yeah.
10 times as much.
And this week, it's not supposed to be that nice of weather all week long here.
Paul, I heard you're having a drone giveaway. Exactly what are the what do we have to do to enter?
Yeah, hang on a minute, I'll show you.
Oh, is Paul doing a Mavic Air 2 giveaway? I want to enter that.
Yeah. See, I'm entering.
It's
Don't pull out that espresso machine, Paul.
It's actually a Mavic Air 3. That little guy will fly for about 3 minutes if you're lucky. No stabilization, just pure grit. You got to just have pure grit to fly that thing.
What is
No
this?
camera.
Is that a Propel drone from Walmart? Is that what that thing is? I think I have that one.
Yeah, this is an oldie but goodie. It's a SEMA X11.
Oh,
Ah,
yeah, that's a classic.
Yep, that's an oldie.
yeah. Oh, Paul. See, you only ever give out the good stuff.
Yep. That's why this one could be yours, Val, if you behave yourself.
Oh, I'm gonna try to be good.
Yeah, the beard did grow in quick. But maybe I'll get a really, really long one, and JDS will.
JDS can buy it again. Yep.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. See what happens by the end of the summer.
Well, I heard JDS is up to now paying is it $100 or $200 per beard?
Oh, really?
See, do you know what did he tell you? Is it $100 or $200 for a shave?
Yeah, I think it's more like 200 right
And
now.
I think it's like 500 or 700 for a shave and a haircut.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll
Yeah.
have to see about that one. The hair is going to have to be very pricey.
On Paul's.
Very pricey.
Yeah. No, Hawkeye or whoever said that was signs of COVID. I think it was Tim. Yeah, I took my temperature right before I took my 4 ibuprofen for my headache. I'm fine. It's just
Well, there's always things
living
going
me.
on at Val's house. There's always something going on.
There is.
No one ever figured out what's the deal with using ibuprofen. Are you just not supposed to use it at all?
Yeah, that was debunked, but yes, that's what the rumor was.
Oh, okay.
But some people said, well, here's the deal. A lot of the people that are dying from COVID-19 have other issues. And
Right.
so in the other issues, they were taking Tylenol and Aleve.
Right.
When they did autopsies on them, they said, oh, well, there was signs of Tylenol and Aleve in their system. Duh.
Oh, okay.
So they were,
Yeah,
they were saying it hurt your liver and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So people are only taking Tylenol, but
As much as I wanted to
my
avoid
body
it,
doesn't react to Tylenol, like it doesn't bring down fevers for me. So I use ibuprofen.
yeah, I have to too. Ibuprofen works way better on me
Mm-hmm.
for fever, pain, all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And I've had days where I'm just like, you know what, this headache needs to go away. I hope I don't have coronavirus in me incubating.
Right?
And this past week, I was like, hell no, I'm not gonna forego the ibuprofen, that's for sure.
Well, you survived the gravel test.
Yeah.
So now
Did.
just keep right on and moving forward.
Oh
No,
my
I don't
God.
need that anymore.
I don't, John. You shouldn't be doing that to yourself during a pandemic.
I don't think John's going to do that again.
No, I won't end up doing that again. I'll get
Yeah,
back
if
on
you
that
wanna-
bike, though.
If
I'll
you
get back
want to
on that
live
bike.
on the crazy side, wait till after.
Yeah, when you can walk into a hospital and get help, not when they turn you away because you're not sick enough.
You know what? Around here at the moment in mid-America, if I needed to go, I probably would have been fine. Word is that the hospitals here are ghost towns because people don't want to go at all for anything. And we don't, at the moment, we don't have the outbreak.
Right.
We that the Eastern Seaboard does. So we're pretty fortunate, at least right now. If I needed help at the hospital, they would have admitted me because they've got very few people going to them. Nobody wants to go near there.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
We
how
don't
is
have
it in
whole
your
floors in any of the hospitals here that are COVID units? Because
John? How is it in your stores? Are people behaving themselves and wearing masks and gloves? And
no, not really. Nope. I wish I could say yes, but no. It's
that's the way
like
it
it
is
doesn't
here.
exist around here. It's like it doesn't exist.
Yep, that's the way it is around here. Even though my county has like 1,000 cases, they
Yeah,
don't.
see, yeah, my county doesn't have that many. My county doesn't have near that many cases. So
I don't know how many my county has right now. Probably at least that. There's a couple thousand cases in Idaho, and I'm assuming
the
it's
majority
all
of them
down in this metropolitan area,
Boise,
right?
yeah.
Mhm.
Well, you have a university and all kinds of stuff, people coming and going in there, and
yeah, I'm sure that some of the reporting in Missouri is not total cases in my county 97. Total cases in Missouri total are 8,916 with 377 deaths. We have 5 active cases in my county at this time.
Wow.
So, I mean, for the most part, people out here act like it doesn't exist.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
it was me and one other guy 3 weeks ago or so when I was in the supermarket trying to get some stuff. Oops, that's my phone. And it was just me and one other guy who had a mask. And I saw him, I nodded to him and he nodded back. And it's just like, yeah, you know, we're the only ones who care. We're the only ones who are wearing a mask.
well, when I go down there and fly along the water, I park in a parking spot. And usually I park in the center of 2 spots so that I got room on both sides because I'm flying. And it's a grass for about 25, 30 feet, then a 8-foot sidewalk, then the railing. And I fly from right by my truck. I have a stool I sit on and fly right from there. And I was down there Sunday and it was like a holiday. There was people everywhere. And I flew 2 ships, never saw anyone with a mask on.
Really?
And they were all over the place. And there was, you know, like two young gals with babies and strollers side by side walking through and 4 and 5 guys behind them walking shoulder to shoulder and not a mask or anything. Well, what are you going to do? You know,
Nothing. There's nothing you can do.
you know,
Well,
I understand everybody's pretty much fed up with it, you know.
Yeah, most people are pretty much fed up with it, and I gotta tell you, if it's looking like the first case known case goes all the way back to February,
Yep.
the beginning of, really makes you wonder how long we've had, how much farther through we are in this pandemic.
Yep. And unless they
Hey,
have a way
darling.
of instantaneously testing everybody, we'll never know who's a carrier, who's not, who's got it in their system, and they may not even be showing it, but they're still walking around spreading the word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do finally have it. It's just not available in every.
Not in that quantities, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
not in the
It's never,
quantity.
yeah, I don't think it's going to be either.
No, I know LA is doing it. LA is doing it.
Right.
Well,
And
the
then they
city-
said that most of the antibody tests, they're not sure they work correctly either. Thank you.
Yeah,
Jeff.
that's another problem, unfortunately.
City
I
of
get
De-
coffee and I get lunch,
There you
this low
go.
carb quesadilla, because I got up and fed the dogs today and
There you
Kevin
go.
didn't have to. He stayed in his room and slept.
The city of Detroit has taken the fairgrounds and changed them into a testing center. And you can drive up and get in line and be tested. But the city of Detroit has had over, I think, 3,000 deaths and
Mm,
12 or 14,000 infected.
Over how long? Was that the whole time?
Yeah, yeah.
oh boy. Well,
Mm-mm-mm. I don't know. I don't know, Paul.
well, we'll see what happens. My county in particular is opening with more restrictive rules than the state because the state set its own rules, but the counties are allowed to do what they want.
Yeah.
They're not allowing movie theaters to open at all. They're not allowing bars to open. They're not allowing anything kind of like that is still not allowed to open in my county. But you know, when you have one county doing one thing and another county doing another, it's like having a peeing section of a swimming pool. Like
Yeah.
Right.
it's almost no point. There really
Well,
is.
it begs the question, the people that are setting this up, don't they think people are mobile? You
Yeah,
know, it's like people in your county probably go to Kansas City, go to St.
do.
Louis or whatever on the weekend or what, you know, whatever.
Yeah, or they go to the Ozarks. The Ozarks are 45 minutes away from where I
Yep.
live. I
Yep.
mean,
So the number of deaths have gone up now. I know there was someone saying, I don't remember, I watched too much news to know, that 75 deaths by August. We are now up to 71,532.
Yep. And like in the UK, which has, you know,
we're
is
gonna get there.
about the size of our northeast coast of the United States, they've got 32,000 lost in the UK.
Oh my goodness.
Because
Yes.
that's kind of the sad truth is, you know, they talk about when they put the big stats up and they say the United States has lost this many people, Italy has lost this many people, the UK has lost. Well, if you start adding up the size of those, you could put all those countries inside the United States and still have extra territory.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So my county just has 661 cases, 15 deaths, which really isn't that bad.
No,
Blaine
no.
County, where Sun Valley is where all the stars go,
Yep.
that got hit like crazy. And I think they're calming down now. But here's the thing, they had 493 cases, 479 recovered. I think that's pretty good,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
only 5 deaths.
Yeah.
So they're really accounting for all of everything that's happened.
I mean, I will say this at least. Well, at least I'm kind of glad that our lockdown ended in a sense that if I want to go fly somewhere, if some cop rolls by or whatever and wants to like hassle me or I'm not gonna. They can't get me on. Oh, what are you doing being out on lockdown?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to get groceries. Really, you're flying a drone? you really can't BS that.
Delivering groceries.
I'm on the way. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the way. Just flying a drone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hello,
What?
Corey Bono.
if they want to hand out a ticket, some of these small town cops, they really don't have anything to do. And if, they got to come up with
Corey,
something.
Corey, is he getting ready for the big night tonight on your channel, Val?
I hope so. He couldn't come last time, and I so miss him when he's not there. But he's been working some heck of a long hours too. And with all the children home, I'm spending all my time with these dogs, and I'm telling you, I'm like, what the? They take up a lot of time. And yesterday, I just didn't spend any time. I was just studying those damn maps that I don't understand.
Yeah, Hawkeye Station says they need to bring back football or soccer to the UK. At least I think that's what he's saying. And what demonstrated to me was when NASCAR did those virtual flights, there isn't any reason why they couldn't really play a soccer game and then just put in fans in the stands and somebody sit there, and when a big play happens, they hit the thing and the fans all go crazy, and and then just put it out on live television. People wouldn't know there weren't fans in the stands.
No, but you know what else I've seen recently? America, who watches American Idol?
American Idol?
They're doing it all through Zoom.
Yep.
They're still having their performances. They're still doing what they have. It looks different, but they're still able to do it. If they can do it without having people in the audience going, then I think it's just the soccer players and would have to be.
Soccer players would have to be under a strict regimen, be tested before and all kinds of stuff, and continually tested. But there's no reason in my mind, maybe I'm wrong, that they couldn't fill the stands with virtual fans and play their soccer game.
Yeah.
Because it's like when you watch a major football game here, you don't know who's in the stands unless you happen to know somebody that was going to the game that day. You don't know where they are in the stands. So it's like you could do the same thing with major sporting events.
It's kind of like a laugh track.
They could have all that digitally designed and ready to go, and somebody that just is in the control room at the cameras just go, okay, time for them to stand up and do the wave, or it's time for them to do this or do that, or on a great play, they get all excited and
right.
Phenomena FPV, that's fantastic that you work for a farmer that just says, yeah, go ahead and fly on my land. Yeah, I mean, it's a little different when you work for them. I got to make friends with a farmer and then ease my way into his farm. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And I tell you what, if I owned a farm, I don't know if I'd be keen about letting somebody who I, just met or barely know come on my property and fly in a drone. I mean, that's an insurance liability, and that's the way I think.
Yeah, but I think also this, maybe if you went on the farmer's line after you fly, say, hey, here's my YouTube channel. You'll see how I fly. I'm very safe. And if you actually are safe, then that might work.
We actually have a pretty big farm here. It's called Lloyd's Pumpkin Patch, and he's got a huge pumpkin farm. One of these days, maybe I'll offer to help take a video of the farm if they haven't done that already. I don't think they have good promotion around here. Kind of missed that opportunity last year, but oh well. Hey, you know what though? For right now, the parks are going to be open, and I feel so selfish saying this, but they're going to have the playground equipment roped off, so nobody's going to be bringing their kids to play on the playground.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to go and rip some micro drones around.
That's right. That's right.
I always try to go early in the morning when there's practically no one around, and it's usually when I like to go fly, because most of the time nobody's at a park early in the morning, because either all the kids are in school or it's just too damn early. Who the hell wants to be at a park at 7 or 8?
Right, exactly.
So,
yeah,
and now the playground equipment's roped off. Nobody can bring their kids to play. I'm horrible. but we can bring our drones.
Oh my gosh. Now
I'm horrible. Park's mine, kids. Get out. I want to fly my toy.
That's
Well,
right.
Welcome everybody to the Geek Savannah show. What we're doing is we're all gathering here and we're going to talk about whatever you want to talk about. But at 6 o'clock Eastern time, Geek Savannah is interviewing the head of the NASA space project for Mars, designing some type of drone to be used and send to Mars to fly.
Very nice.
And then at 7 o'clock, we have our own Val's Life from 7 to 9. And 9 o'clock on, she has the Velocidrone competition and where everybody can join in.
You know what I love about it though, is if I hit my space bar, at least on my square like this, instead of seeing me, you're seeing all the different people flying. So if
Yep.
John Coopy's in, I can go, now we're watching John Coopy fly. And I
Yep.
can show his sticks so people can see how he does what he does, which is, he flies very interestingly. So it's a good sight. And so that's what I like about it. You know, it's not a huge crowd or anything like that, but it is very fun to watch.
Roger's having a show at 11 tonight, right? He's starting a new show. No, I'm just BSing, but you almost look on your face was like, wait,
Hi.
what is he
You
got?
know what? Because I told him. He goes, I'm only going every day in the morning and Saturday night. And I go, no, you're not. Yes, I am. I said, no, you're not, Roger. You're going to be on almost every night. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And then
Oh, right.
next thing you know, Friday creeps in, and then other days creep in, and the afternoon creeps in, and now he's on Monday nights. He is hysterical. He is hysterical. He loves getting together with his friends. He
Yep.
loves it.
He does. He really feeds off it. And I think it's actually, even though we tease him, I think it's good for him.
No, I think it's
It
good for him too. I think it's good for him too. I just laugh because he was like, I'm gonna scale back on YouTube.
Oh yeah, sure, darling, sure. Yeah, he's not scaling.
ADS has 300 acres and he follows all the rules. Wow. JVS should show us his maintenance logbook. I want to see that. I really want to see that. And, you got to have a maintenance logbook for every time you change a prop or a screw or any item on the drone. You got to have a
battery.
maintenance.
You have to put in there how many cycles each battery has.
Yeah, maybe JGS would come on and show us his maintenance book sometime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
An example for all the Canadians out there.
Teach us all.
Follows all the rules, right?
Right back. Yeah. He's a rule follower.
Oh, I know. He follows the rules so well.
Yeah.
On YouTube and on everyone's streams.
So anyway, I just decided at the last minute, and John, I'm glad that you and Val joined me. I sent out a bunch of other invitations to regulars on the panel, and I'm glad that you two responded.
Yeah, I'm happy to come on in. I was on with Philly earlier. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I came in he was on for like 2 hours and I just jumped in and we were talking about 107, FPV, all that stuff, all that fun stuff.
I wanted to show you this book. Okay, it's got this on it, right?
Uh-huh.
It's got all these empty pages. This would make a great flight log for people.
Sure.
Fit in a backpack and everything else.
And
Right.
Val is selling them for $19.99.
Yes, because you can get them at the dollar store. They're
Val,
for $1.
Val is
So
selling.
I'm gonna go buy all of them in case there's a run on them.
Yep.
You can buy them on Paul's channel because I don't want my channel to get taken away. On Paul's channel for $50.
John Coopy's already placing an order with the Dollar Tree right now.
Right. And this is why I'm bringing this up, okay? This is why I'm bringing this up because they had things like this with the hardcover and these and some with dots depending on your planners and things you wanted to do. And they were like $8-10.
Uh-huh.
Now you can get these things at the dollar store, do the same thing with them. So if you guys are into that,
They come with the strap to put around them too, right?
Look,
Yep. I can see you selling those online. Or I can see you in an infomercial on the television.
I tell you, I'm just saying, if you guys are looking for because I went and looked at logbooks,
Oh yeah.
different ones, and they're not inexpensive, guys. So just if you go to the dollar store, Kevin went and came home. I don't know why he has this, but he came home with this, and I'm sending him to get me some.
There you go.
And I may get them away on my channel.
Well, what you do, Val, is you get one of those, have somebody make you one of those, what do you call them, John? They're a frame with a screen, and then you have them coated, and then you take out the coatings,
Yeah,
and
I'm
then
trying
you
to
just,
remember.
a screen printing, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the word for what.
Like that,
Very
lift it up.
complicated.
Yep.
I can't even get through a vector map. What the hell?
And you could print those babies. You could teach your roommate Kevin to do that for you. He'd be having just out there, screen print this one, screen print this one, screen print.
Yes, I could tell him to do all that. But no. Yeah, so anyway, hopefully it's, as I'm touching all over, it isn't, COVID-y. Well, he bought it yesterday, so it should be good.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for subbing Off Axis FPV.
Off Axis, how you
have it.
doing? Yeah, he
Feel like
was
it's not getting
just
back into
checking out
FPV.
your channel, John.
Huh?
He was just checking out your channel.
Yeah, Philly is not getting back into FPV, Corey. We were just talking about all the 107 stuff, and it's just been a big topic with Philly lately.
Chrissy says, OMG. What does that mean?
Oh my God.
I know what that means, but why did she say that?
You now Off Access have 90 subscribers. I just checked for you.
Oh, Off Axis is whooping around school grounds. See what a great time when all the schools are dead. You can just hang around and whoop, and no one's gonna say anything because no one's there.
That's right.
That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, he's flying. He's got a great little video here of him flying around basketball courts and all over.
So guys, if you got a chance, why don't you go ahead and hit that like button for Paul for coming on and getting us all prepared for Geek Savannah's.
Savannah at 6. Yes.
It's Penny's grandma from the Big Bang. Penny's grandma.
Dude,
Yeah, I'm number 91 for Off Access.
Off Axis, I just noticed oh, it's an abandoned school. Okay, never mind. I'm an idiot. That's why. It's a completely abandoned school. Didn't see that word when I clicked the vid.
That's okay.
I was wondering because I just noticed you flew into a window and I'm like, oh my God, the window is open.
Yeah.
And I realized it's abandoned.
Oh my God.
Very cool. One thing how do you find bandos, and how do you find bandos that are safe to be around? You know what I mean? That's the thing that scares me about rolling up on any bando, is that you just don't know what you're gonna find in there, or who the hell might be living in there.
Is that what you call abandoned places?
Yeah, it's the slang.
I thought you were talking about a grunge band or something. I didn't.
No. Like the title of Off Axis's video here is Bando School Rip, and it's an abandoned school, and
Yes.
Okay.
And that's what a lot of people in FPV fly. They try to find these abandoned buildings, no one's around. It's some interesting scenery, but like it's going anywhere near a place like that scares me for like multiple reasons. It's like, what if you lose your quad in the building and you can't get to it because it might not be freaking safe to go get it? Or
yes.
Even worse, who's living in there? There's certain kinds of people that live in those buildings, when they're not being watched, and God forbid they come out and come after you. I mean, it's a risk.
Yes.
There's a website people post bandos. Corey Mano says, okay, yeah, Google Maps and scout it out. Yeah, I mean, Google Maps will tell you where, I guess, tell you where they are, but I mean, how do you know it's a safe bando? I guess that's what I'm wondering. There's really no way to know until you roll up on the location. But there's a website people post safe bandos. Okay, interesting, Corey. Is that like a private website or what? Because I feel like that would really draw attention to some of the locations that might
Yeah, I would think so
be
too.
wanted.
Oh, no.
But I would love
Click
it.
the wrong button, so now I gotta go back in and try to find you, Paul.
Yeah, off access says, yeah, we wouldn't be able to get it, but send it anyway. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Uh-huh. Gotcha.
I hear that. I just wouldn't want to lose one of my drones because I made a small mistake in a bando and then I can't get on the upper floor. I'll leave that to the sim.
Yeah, I just gotta say, flying the sim through abandoned buildings, I'm not even near the point where I could go in one and feel comfortable, even if it were not falling down around our knees. You know, still it would be. I'm just not that good yet.
Not FPV website Bravando, but here there's people exploding. Oh, exploring. Oh yeah.
Floating.
Explorers, that's right. The urban what do you call it? The urban exploration channels. Yeah, that's a big
Yeah.
thing. Oh yeah, I guess you could use those maps to find places to fly too. Similar conundrum for the bando
Well,
explorer.
and the other thing you could do is maybe you could sell that to like the Discovery Channel or something, you know?
Yeah, all the abandoned buildings out here are all border up and locked. Yeah, you know what, Phenomena? From what I've seen some videos of people flying bandos that are definitely locked up or hard to get to, but whoever's done it has definitely hopped some fences because you could even see in the background. So
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
appropriate, Val.
Yes,
Or-
I'm doing this for Geek
the-
Savannah.
Yes. So everybody, just so everybody knows, we came on early today and it's kind of an impromptu. We're the pre-show for Geek Savannah because he's just a great guy. And at 6 o'clock Eastern time on Geek Savannah, he's going to have the NASA Dr. Lee that is in charge of the project for sending a drone into space up to Mars so that they can explore Mars with a drone. They can get around easier, faster, and
very cool.
really going to be cool. I'm sure that Sean is going to ask a lot of great questions.
Oh, he always does. He is just very sharp. Very sharp.
And speaking of astronaut, you know who kind of just disappeared? The FT Aviary guy. I haven't heard or seen anything from the FT.
I haven't heard a word about it either.
Not a
That-
word.
That was a little
Nothing.
bit of a cluster. How it got rolled out. Who?
Well,
Yeah.
it didn't help that some people just trashed it right off the get-go. So
Well, and they had a flyaway. Poor Bill's flyaway.
Yeah,
All the other things. I think it scared some people.
yep.
You know what? I am I'm grateful that we got to talk to Scott. I mean, he was on drone therapy. That was
Mhm.
fantastic to be able to talk
Yep.
to him, and he's a great guy. I thought he was a great guy, but I
Yeah.
really didn't think that whole setup was gonna make it. I think it's just too complicated. I think it was just too complicated.
Yeah, and anytime you complicate things more and more and more, there's more things that could go wrong.
Yeah, that whole you gotta connect the thing to the controller, and then is the joystick really that much better? I know Tommy Polo was saying the joystick is just like, oh, it's like nothing he ever flew before. But and then I talked to some other guys, and they're like, Marcus over at IO Quadcopter. He's like, you know, it's interesting, but I just don't feel that it's necessarily any better. It's not. I feel like it's making me any better of an AP pilot, which was
Well, I think probably the next thing that's going to come out, John, is you're going to wear something on your chest, and you're going to be able to use hand motions to go up, go down, go over to the side, go there, go forward, come back, and then it'll take away having to have something mechanical on you, you know?
You know, there was a toy gray drone that I reviewed back in November that you wear this glove and you do just that. You flick up to make the drone go up. You move your hand like this to move to do yawing, and it surprisingly worked really, really well. But even that, I feel like it would need to be way more refined for it to be used for any kind of AP. I don't know. I feel like the sticks give us so much.
Much more on
Oh,
hands-on. Yeah. Well, as a species, I don't think ever since when they first took a bone and figured out to use it as a hammer, we're kind of always been hands-on. You know, it's hard for us to do anything visually, even though, you know, for 20, 30 years, remember they used to put those bands on people and have them think things and they would move, but it wasn't kind of natural built into us.
Yeah.
I know part of the thing that Geek Savannah is going to go into with Dr. Lee is that they're putting sensors into the spacesuits because they can't use sticks and whatever. So they're going to be using hands to do things like this.
Cool.
That drone.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm not going to miss that.
I'm going to say really quickly that thing, the fact that you had to kind of hold it and maneuver it, it just seemed now you're still using two hands.
Yeah.
So if it were just like you're sitting there, I guess I'd be okay. But when Bill lost it and it started going away, I mean, that made me nervous about flying the Phantom at any time.
Yeah.
Because what happens if that happens?
Yeah.
And then Kim had to remind me, hey, Val, he was using that flight controller.
If that happens,
That's how that happened. I felt better.
Yeah, you pretty much, if that were to happen to you or me, Val, we'd probably get the same reaction that Bill did when he went running and screaming down the driveway.
Oh yeah. I'm like,
because it's that feeling of being totally out of control.
well, and me not knowing how to bring it back.
Yep.
You know, with FPV, you just land it, you crash it, you do something. But with the Phantom, that it's just, if it just starts going, you just waving.
Yep.
You're just waving, and I don't want that to happen. So,
You know, and I don't know if they ever rectified in Bill's case when it took off in a flyaway. I know that he kind of lost it a little bit. Did he hit the return to home button and stop? I don't know.
no, that's not, I didn't understand that happened because he would have had to disconnect that thing anyway, and that's what wasn't happening.
But
Right,
doesn't
he had
doesn't
to completely power everything off too. He had to turn, he had to power off all the stuff, and then it would come home. But you know what? In the moment, hindsight's 20/20. You know, what I
Yep.
mean, he panicked. He freaked out. He panicked. You shut the controller off, it's gonna lose the uplink. It's gonna
Yep.
come back home. And that was his mistake.
Yeah, I felt really bad for him because I think that it's very easy when you're learning something new and you're not feeling terribly comfortable with it and it goes south.
Yep.
It's really hard to remember, disconnect it and go back to my controller because certainly he knows that really, really well. You know, he knows
Right.
that
Well,
product very well.
that's ironically, Val, that's why he ended up getting roasted. And I'm not saying that's just a fact. He got roasted really hard because people were like, "You're
Yeah.
Bill the Drone Reviewer. How the hell did you not know? Just turn off the remotes." Yes, he got a lot of hate for that.
Because I'm going to
But
tell you,
like I
I'm
said,
gonna
you know,
tell
when
you-
you're in a panic,
Yep.
I also understand that when you're in a panic, you're not always going to think perfectly. You're
No,
just-
emotions take over logic.
They say when you're in a panic, well, at least research says, when you're in a panic, you go back to what you know.
Hmm.
And if he went into a panic, he did what he does when he's in a panic, and that was panic. He's not thinking. That's what he does when he's in a panic.
Well,
Was-
and the other thing too, Val, is the case that it happened so fast. It's not like it was just a slow rolling situation. That baby went up in the air and took off.
Right. Right.
when they had the one where when I was out there and I first flew the Breeze, and I didn't understand that I wasn't using the controller. I thought I didn't hook it up. It was using the phone. And so as I'm trying to bring it back down, I'm watching it going into him like, no, 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 no. And I'm telling it no, because in my world, you use your words. And I couldn't figure it out. And then it went and hooked itself in the tree. And there I'm climbing the ladder to get it out of the tree. I didn't know, right? And at one point, I probably could have just grabbed it.
Right.
Told it no. So I think he was using a very new product and he hadn't worked with it enough to do a review.
Yeah, I mean, I've had panics before with
Yes.
the drones, and it sucks when you're on those sticks and your face flushes, your heart start beating, and you're like, oh my God, something bad is happening here, and every move you make is going to determine what the hell's going to happen, or even if it's still in your control. I mean, I was flying something back in January, and honestly, it was probably a little too windy to do it, but I did it anyway. And then the damn thing was struggling. It was just drifting. And I started to panic. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I'm going to lose this thing. But then I calmed down. I'm like, all right, I just need to bring it down. If I bring it down below the tree line at the very least, the wind is going to be less there. But you start panicking when you see these things going. It happens. And I've been flying for a long time now. So
Yeah. None of us want to lose our quads when we put them up,
No.
but especially if you're looking at a Phantom. I mean, that is just too much. I wouldn't want to lose
Well,
that.
nobody likes to live, well, a few people maybe, but nobody likes to live out of control. We like to think that we have our lives in control. And when you come up to the brink of being out of control, it's like, this is abnormal,
Right. Yeah. Oh, Juba Chibu says the flight sim is a lot of fun. Probably. I have way more resolution with the Tyrannostics. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's an actual channel yet, guys. Just to be honest.
But so anyway, we're here tonight. We're just warming up the airwaves and reminding everybody that Geek Savannah is on tonight at 6 o'clock Eastern. On his show,
20 minutes.
He's going to be interviewing Dr. Lee from NASA, who is working diligently and hard to send a drone up to Mars so that the astronauts can use a drone on Mars to fly around and check things out rather than having to ride around. Remember when they were on the moon, they were riding around a bouncy thing around?
Right.
They're still going to have some kind of a transport, but when they get someplace and let's say they want to look up over top or whatever, they can just launch the drone up because there's enough atmosphere on Mars to fly.
So I think Devil Dog was very banned. Oh, he's a good friend of yours? Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you for saying that. So here is Devil Dog. I had actually beef jerky up here. It's a little expensive because it's no sugar, no this, no that in it. And it's gone now. So I bet I'm going to find the wrapper outside. Yeah, you were bad. I don't got more jerky for you. Don't give me that look. Because he looks at me like, so what?
Now that's the one that was in the cone?
Yeah, come here. Come here. He's like, no, I'm in trouble. I'm not coming. You found out I took the jerky. I go outside. I find a bunch of kitchen things in my backyard now because he just takes whatever he wants. and he just thinks it's okay. And
It's
I'm having
his.
trouble training him.
It's his.
Let me try to find Juba Chibu's channel here.
Oh, I found it.
Oh, I got it too.
You got it?
Insta 360 Go Cinewu.
Hey, Roger's here.
There.
Oh, Roger came in.
Roger, Canadian Cone Hub.
We only got 20 minutes until
Yo,
Sean's
big
big
event.
show. Whoop,
Yep.
whoop.
20 minutes, Roger. And then Sean is on, and he's going to have Dr. Lee on, and it should be a great show. And then at 7 o'clock, Val's Life
Right.
will be on tonight. And at 9 o'clock, she switches magically switches over to Velocidrone Challenge.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we're gonna have fun tonight. Hey.
And Roger's on 7 days a week, 9 a.m., and 3 days a week at 9 p.m. And
Sam's on at
sometimes,
2 a.m. every day.
and
And
sometimes at
yeah,
3 a.m. He's been known to lurk around the halls of YouTube.
Come on. Hey. Who's that? Stop it. Sorry. I usually close the door. Hey, kitty. Hey, Ranger. Okay, it's hard to tell a little husky woofy that he can't do stuff.
Hello, Asgard. How you doing? We're all sitting here. We got about 20 minutes before Geek Savannah comes on.
Knock it off.
And we're doing a warm-up show for Sean.
Be good boy. Be good boy.
And Asgard, if you want to, you can pop on for a few minutes before Geek Savannah comes on.
Absolutely.
Be good boy.
And everybody's petting either their kitty cats or their pupper dogs.
Yeah, we're all
And mine's over sound asleep on the couch.
Oh my God. Hey, Paul, I'll be right back. You are
Okay.
on for how much longer? Yes, I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm kind of excited. I can't wait to see what's going on at NASA because, since SpaceX has come along, we don't hear a lot more about NASA much anymore.
Yeah, that's true. And I don't think NASA has the funding in recent times that they've had
Yeah.
either. And that
Yep,
goes
I
way
think
back.
A lot of it's
Way
shifted.
over a decade now. I don't
Yep.
think they've had the funding. Just too many other things going on, honestly. And space exploration has not been a priority.
Exactly.
That's really just what it comes down to. A lot of people ask, like, how come we haven't returned to the moon again? And it's like, it costs us tons of money and there's really no reason to do it anymore.
Hello, AZ Drone Dude. How you doing? We're just here warming up the airwaves for Sean Geek Savannah, who's going to have an interview tonight with Dr. Lee from NASA about the progress of the project to put a drone with the astronauts on Mars.
Now that I think about it, hasn't NASA also made great strides with remote control technology? I mean,
I
they've
think
got-
so, and I'm sure that'll be covered tonight. It'll,
Yeah,
really,
it's
this
really
is
hard to-
really kind of a coup for Sean to get this interview.
Yeah, it's really hard to justify spending money to send a human out to the moon or certain places, like when you could just send a robot and collect the data you need. That's a whole other thing that we didn't have back in the days of the space race.
Yeah. Hugh, that's okay. I understand. You got things to do too, but thanks for coming in on the chat and for listening and being here and supporting. Yeah, AZ Drones, we got about 14 minutes until Geek Savannah is up and running.
Off access, you wanted that Power Glove drone? That's freaking awesome. Power Glove. I have the original Nintendo Power Glove. Not a lot of people know about that damn thing.
You
That's
still
cool.
have it?
Oh yeah, I still have it. I've got the NES Rob the Robot complete kit, the whole original kit. But all the
Really?
everything. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's probably pretty hard to find by now. I bought it. Jesus, I
Yeah.
bought
Yep.
it like probably 15 years ago because I wanted to have it.
Yep. We're running about 12 minutes and 40 seconds. The countdown is on. 12
Countdown is
minutes, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30.
Yeah, off axis. I actually thought it was pretty fun, that little glove control drone. It was nice too that you can control it with a control. You can use it with a controller too. I ended up giving that little Snaptane to some kid for Christmas.
Oh,
I
did you?
all the Snaptanes to some kids for Christmas, and they told me that from what I was told, their parents said it was great, it was fantastic. So
Oh, nice.
it
You're
worked
so
good.
sweet, John. You are just so sweet. You really are. The kids are lucky to have you in their neighborhood.
No, I'm trying to be the guy. I'm trying to be the drone Santa around here if I can.
Well,
Eh.
what you might want to start, John, would be a drone club where you can teach them all how to fly drones.
I've thought about doing that, and this before all this pandemic stuff, I was really
Yep.
going to look into that, and then this hit, so I just like, I don't know if this is the best time for it, but
No, it wouldn't be the best time, but what it would be, you could do a Zoom with them, anybody that wants to sign up, and you could pre-flight them. You could pre-school them on what they should and shouldn't do, how serious it is, what kind of drones they might be interested in buying. And
absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to get, if possible, because unfortunately, Columbia, the city of Columbia, bans flying in the parks there, which stinks because I can't go there and have like a fun fly because that could end up being a problem.
right,
I have to get permission from the city, and I know it's possible. There's actually been FPV drone races, a drone race that was sanctioned in Columbia Parks in 2017. So, it would be something I would have to work out to actually be able to fly and show people stuff. But yeah, it's I try to do stuff like that whenever I can. Because what the hell is they gonna do here? They're just gonna sit in the
well,
box.
yeah, and besides that, you really are helping those kids out because in most cases, not saying in all cases, but we do have an overabundance of parents that are not as involved in the kids' lives as once they were.
Right.
So, they might say that, boy, I like to fly a drone, Dad. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right, whatever. Yeah. Michigan Adventures, how you doing?
Yeah, I could teach people in a sim, sure, but it's still not as cool as being able to get hands on with the drones.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think that once you're involved in flying drones, then the sim makes sense. Right? You've
Yeah, 'cause
flown,
I mean, like
you
until you're
skills.
in the air, it just kind of feels like another video game to a lot of the kids. To see that thing fly. I mean, it's not a bad idea in times like this, but it's not what I would have wanted to do. I'll work it out eventually. I'll figure something else. That's not a bad idea by any.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
Yep.
my God. Okay, so every dog has to come in and see me. Here's my saint. Saint. Come here, Lily. Tell
They're all
everyone
coming in,
hello.
huh?
Hello. No. Oh, her breath. We ran out of those dental sticks. I need to get more.
Michigan Adventures, I made you a moderator in here. You're always welcome to come back. I checked out your channel and looks like you go around to a lot of places, and I don't know if it's a business or you do it on your own, but I thought that's great.
Oh, Michigan. That's close to you, Paul.
Yeah, yep.
Okay, I'll go check it.
What's wrong with Bell Canada now, besides the fact that they just perpetually suck? Like, as something different?
Well,
happened?
Roger's been sitting and waiting, and he's paying for a certain level of internet, and he's not getting it.
Oh,
And so finally today they shut him down in the middle of his stream this morning, and all the rest of us kept the stream going. And they reset and updated his router because they blaming the router,
mm,
and
Mhm.
he went from 0.1 up to 0.2, and for download 0.02 from 0.01.
oh man. You know, the unfortunate thing for Rogers, I'm guessing he's on the absolute minimum package, right? He's on the absolute lowest possible that they offer. And
Well, they're supposed to be giving him 10 and 50, I think.
I know, and I'm not trying to excuse them, but there is just no way to get any more juice out of Copper than there already is going to his house. I mean, it is limited by distance. There's not a whole lot that you
Right.
can to fix that up. You know, there are repeaters and all that, but then that sort of just that actually doesn't work the way people think. Like, I knew that unless I was within so many feet of the central office, that's it. That was the speed, and that's the way it was going to be for life. Copper is copper. They really needs that damn fiber. But
Yep.
Okay. Capture Life connection. Love the channel.
Okay, so we'll make him a moderator then, eh?
That is a beautiful channel. Take him to church. And he has a lot of good stuff in here. So that looks really nice. Now, the one thing I'm
Like-
going to ask is the other guy, Michigan Adventures, can you put a link in so that I can see where to find his channel? Can you put a link to his channel in so I can go look at
I've
it?
got it here, Val. Let me
Yeah, would you do that for me?
copy. There you go, Val.
Okay, thank you. Let me go see. Sorry, part of the thing about being a moderator, I want to tell you guys, usually we go check out the new channels
Yep.
to say, are these good ones? Do they have something to offer? Or they have no subscribers at all, no stuff at all?
Yep.
And so maybe we need to wait on wrenching. And I find some of the best channels because I do that, truly, because I go and check them out. I just love it. So that can't be right.
Did you get it?
No, I think nope, I did not. So let me go again. So
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Let me click on that. That brings up.
okay, so that's Michigan Adventures Park, Paul.
I think that's who it is.
No, that's done by Parker 82 something. So that isn't. His name is Michigan Adventures. So Michigan Adventures, will you put your link in so I can go check your channel out, please? Hey, 54, how you doing? I almost made that mistake too, and then I had to look at who was really doing it. So if you guys get a chance to do that, we just check and make sure.
Yep.
Geeksvana.
3 minutes and 50 seconds.
So will someone put his link in? Because I don't see it anywhere.
We're going to all go over to Geek Savannah's channel here at 6 o'clock, 3 minutes. In fact, if some of you want to head over now, that'd be great. Because you don't want to miss his show. He's got a great show, and he's got Dr. Pascal Lee, who is NASA, head of putting drones on Mars for astronauts to help them in their research and investigating the surface of Mars.
very cool. Yep, I've got it open already.
You know why it's hard to find him, Paul? Because there's a water park called Michigan Adventures.
Oh, really?
So when you put it up, that's all we're getting.
Okay, everybody, I think we're going to say goodbye for now. Everybody,
There it is.
did you find it?
No, he just put his link. So I'm going to
Okay,
that. Don't go off yet till I get there.
okay.
Yeah, much different. Much different. Okay. Okay. So Zeno, he flies a Zeno too.
Oh,
And really nice.
Yep, I just subscribed. He's got 8 subscribers.
Do you see his so I'm
Yep.
looking at a Zeno 2. He's shooting at 4K 60 frames per second. And
Yep.
I gotta tell you, what a nice clear shot that is, guys.
oh yeah.
Very
4K
nice.
4K 60 is awesome. I know it's not cinematic, but I just love the fluidity of 4K at 60.
I mean, it's really nice.
That's why the Mavic Air 2 would be such a big upgrade for me, because Mavic Pro 1 over here can't do the 4K at 60.
Okay, everyone, thanks for being here, and head over to Geek Savannah live. He's going to be on in 1 minute, 16 seconds.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Let's have Phenomena to play us out.
They go,
Here's the share. 1 minute, 3, 2, 1,
you it, Rod.
59 seconds.
Oh my God. That is-
Okay.
Play us out. Play us out.
we're still on.
I know.
Yeah, it's just Paul. I bet you.
Ba-da-ba-da, do, 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 do. Ba-da-ba-da, do, 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 do. Ba-da-ba-da, do, 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 do. Head over to Geek Savannah, everybody, and thanks for coming.
Hope I see you guys tonight at 7 on my channel or after Geek Savannah in case it goes late.
That's it. Okay, bye for now.
Bye, guys.